Hello, I'm Nathan P. Butler, author of A Saga on Home Video and host of both From the Star Wars Home Video Library and Star Wars Home Video Year by Year here on YouTube. And this is our 9th episode of Star Wars Home Video Trivia. And I promise it is the last episode. I'm going to be recording here on the same day with the same shirt on. You will see something different next time around, as I've actually only created into the mid-90s of trivia questions here. So we're going to exhaust the last group of 10 that we can do here. So this time we are looking at questions 81 through 90. So for those who are new to the series, the way this works is I'm going to ask 10 different Star Wars home video related trivia questions, which can in some cases be kind of tough. I'm just going to ask, pause down the line. And then once I get done asking all 10, we will stop and pause for a second, and then I will give the answers to all 10, and you can score yourself on how well you did. If you are someone who's only watching one episode, score yourself out of 10 because there are 10 questions. If you're someone who has been watching the entire series so far and keeping up with your score, that means that at this point you would have a cumulative score out of 90 because this is the 9th episode in this Star Wars Home Video Trivia series. What I would ask is that if you are going to put your score down in the comments, which you are welcome to do, you're invited to do, that'd be cool to see, please do not post any answers to the trivia questions in the comments. If you do that, I will delete the comment. If you do it across multiple episodes, I will put you on the hide user from channel list, which means that sure, you could post and you can see it, I think, but no one else will see anything else that you post. Let's keep it spoiler-free for everyone who is trying to play along and have fun with the trivia questions here. So with that, let's dive into our questions. I number these cumulatively, so we're looking at questions 81 through 90 this time around. So here we go. Question 81. What Star Wars home video item could American fans have acquired through a mail-away via Kellogg's Corn Pops cereal? 82. What Star Wars home video items, 2 of them, could fans in the UK have acquired through a mail-away via Dairyly? 83. In the United States, what home video company released the first copies of Classic Creatures Return of the Jedi and From Star Wars to Jedi, The Making of a Saga? It is one company for both releases. 84. Which 2 non-fiction Star Wars books in 2005 and 2006 had massive limited edition collector's packages that included DVDs? 85, kind of a multi-part question here. Star Wars Celebration 3 in 2005 was the original source of 3 Star Wars promotional DVDs, each acting as a sort of promo or advertisement for a different product or product line. What were they, and what were they promoting? 86. Which 2 Star Wars board games, regardless of multiple versions of any single game, included Star Wars home video content, or at least Star Wars content on home video media used for the games? 87. Why are standard and retailer exclusive copies of the Revenge of the Sith soundtrack on CD part of many Star Wars home video collectors' libraries? 88. Which Star Wars home video item, exclusive to Walmart and Sam's Club, was essentially just a reissue of the content of the first 2 discs of the Star Wars PVD sets, personal video disc sets? 89. What was the key difference, aside from artwork and regional considerations, between the UK and Australian release of the Star Wars Heroes and Villains content on DVD in 2005? And finally, number 90. Prior to the 2024 releases of The Mandalorian, the complete 3rd season, and Ahsoka, the complete 1st season on UHD Blu-ray, what was the only other Star Wars release to include Dolby Vision in the United States? And that is all the questions. Pause if you need to, rewind if you need to, and let's check the answers so you can keep track of your scores here. Again, either out of 10 or out of 90. Number 81. What Star Wars home video item could American fans have acquired through a mail-away via Kellogg's Corn Pops cereal? That is the 1995 version of The Making of Star Wars on VHS. 82. What Star Wars home video items, 2 of them, could fans in the UK have acquired through a mail-away via Dairyly? Well, that was a VHS release for Droids with Tale of the Room Comets, and a VHS release for Ewoks with Night of the Stranger, although they screwed up the titles on both of them. 83. In the United States, what home video company released the first copies of classic Creatures Return of the Jedi and From Star Wars to Jedi The Making of a Saga? That is Playhouse Video. 84. Which 2 non-fiction Star Wars books in 2005 and 2006 had massive limited edition collector's packages that included DVDs? Those are Dressing a Galaxy and Sculpting a Galaxy. You can see Dressing a Galaxy, that big old brick-looking thing down here on the shelf there. Then let's see, 85. Star Wars Celebration 3 in 2005 was the original source of 3 Star Wars promotional DVDs, each acting as a sort of promo or advertisement for a different product or product line. What were they and what were they promoting? So you had It's a Big Universe, which is a DVD promoting the Star Wars book line, particularly audiobooks, but the Star Wars book line. Then you had a limited edition promo disc, sampler type disc for the Star Wars Trivial Pursuit game. So there's that one. Then you also had An Alliance is Formed, which was a DVD for Sideshow Collectibles, promoting their different Sideshow Collectibles figures and whatnot, with a special little DVD item there. So again, it's a big universe for books, An Alliance is Formed for Sideshow Collectibles, and then the promo disc, or whatever you want to call it, the little sampler type disc for the Star Wars Trivial Pursuit game. That is the Saga Edition, as we are about to see. Number 86. Coincidentally, which 2 Star Wars board games, regardless of multiple versions of any single game, included Star Wars home video content? Well, one I just mentioned, right? The Star Wars Trivial Pursuit Saga Edition that included questions on DVD and such. And there's also the Star Wars Interactive Video board game that had a VHS cassette and points still if you called it Assault on the Death Star, because that's what the actual story was called of it. Then number 87. Why are standard and retail exclusive copies of Revenge of the Sith soundtrack on CD part of many Star Wars home video collectors' libraries? Because it includes the DVD, A Musical Journey. 88. Which Star Wars home video item exclusive to Walmart and Sam's Club was essentially just a reissue of the content of the first 2 discs of the Star Wars PVD sets? The PVD sets being those Video Now sets, by the way. It was a DVD called The Story of Star Wars, which was an exclusive if you were to purchase Revenge of the Sith at Walmart or Sam's Club back in 2005. 89. What was the key difference, aside from artwork and regional considerations, between the UK and Australian release of the Star Wars Heroes and Villains content on DVD in 2005? The UK had Heroes and Villains on 2 separate DVDs. Australia had Heroes, Villains, or a Heroes and Villains combined DVD. So the Australian version has 3 different ones, combined and separate. UK just has them separate, however you happen to have described that. And then 90, prior to the 2024 releases of The Mandalorian, the complete 3rd season, and Ahsoka, the complete 1st season on UHD Blu-ray, what was the only other Star Wars release to include Dolby Vision in the United States? That is the original 4K release of The Last Jedi. And that's all the questions this time around. I don't know why I just did my hands like that. That's the last set of questions for a little bit for me. But I will be back with more questions, hopefully here with a different shirt on a different day to dive into more of this stuff. So again, check your scores. Compare it to either out of 10 if you're just looking at this episode, or out of 90 if it is cumulative and you're going through all the episodes up to this point. Let's see how you did. If you want to, post your scores down in the comments. But again, remember, please do not post answers in the comments at all, so you don't have to have any consequences related to that. I want to keep everybody part of the conversation if at all possible. With all this stuff, I'm enjoying going through them. I just think it's fun doing trivia stuff. I don't even know how you're going to receive this yet, but I just enjoy doing trivia stuff. So I hope you're having fun, and may the Force be with the home video viewers.